might have bipolar disorders. These days, everybody's talking about, my mental health. I don't want. I had a meltdown. That's why I was angry. That's totally different, because a lot of people are just basically using, their emotional immaturity to validate their misbehaviors and their incompetence. However, for people who genuinely have mental health issues, we see them everywhere. One of the challenges I got to find out while I was reading some reports last night into this morning is that many a Nigerian often see these things as spiritual problem. And this is my first counter. Before I open the phone lines, I ask you to this is my first counter. If it's a spiritual problem, why are we not sending them to the churches? Why are we not sending them to the mosque? Why are we not sending them to the juju houses? Now, the funny thing is that for those people who have actually sent their loved ones who have mental issues to some places, what we hear is they lock them up, they chain them, they flog the living. In fact, let me say the way they say back in those days, they beat stupid and bastard on some of these people. Remember a fortnight ago, I shared with you a story that I was out at night and I found, places, particularly the Ajib Bridge, right, where a tent, a full-on tent, it looked like a small palace, was made, and it was, I don't know if they were destitutes, I don't know if they were homeless people, or I don't know if they were mentally challenged people who were residents there. But a few days ago, I think it was Saturday or Sunday, once out, right, there was another individual just after on the way to Ajib now, once again, Wimpy Junction, where you have those shops where they sell clothes, boutiques, hair. There was a man laying down there in the fetal position. He was naked. And the first thing the driver of the bus said, this one, by the time they go beat nonsense come up from your head, the madness go clear. And I sat down and why do we think beating cures madness or cures mental disorders? Every day I get to come to work, particularly in the past 2 months, and there's a obviously mentally challenged lady who sits down, dresses up, she writes things, she's talking serious intimate conversation with imaginary figures that I can see, but she thinks she sees, right? And then I keep asking, this woman probably has a family. And I asked, somebody told me sometimes some of the families, they get tired and then they'll just put the person in a car and drop the person on the road. There are some who are in hospitals right now who are being treated. There are some, depending on the severity of the mental challenge, they actually keep them in their houses because the person is not violent. But this person has an issue because when the person comes out from the house, he's talking to himself, he picks things from the ground, he walks to and fro. Sometimes he even goes for a haircut. He shaves because sometimes, they will help people, load their buses, and then they start to, there's a lot going on. But if we are very quick to go and see our parents and people who have accidents, what exactly is it about mentally challenged people that we tend to turn our backs away from? 0817-923-0002, 0817-923-0003, 0817-923-0002, 0817-923-0003. At Nigeria Info PH is where you'll find us on Facebook and on X at Nigeria Info PH. The WhatsApp and Telegram number is 0809-030-6416.
The views and opinions shared on this program do not represent the position of Nigeria Info FM. Nigeria Info, let's talk. With Jude on 92.3 Nigeria Info.
92.3 Nigerian for good morning to you. Welcome, please.
Good morning, Mr. Youth.
Good morning, Mr. Youth.
God bless you, my brother.
Please, can you turn off your radio set, please? Turn off your radio set or step away from the radio. Thank you.
Okay, is it better now?
Okay, go on, please.
God bless you, my brother. Good morning.
Good morning.
Youth, I want to thank you, first of all, enough for bringing up this issue. This is one of the things that is really, really, really a problem in Nigeria right now. Specifically in Port Harcourt, where we are staying as well. I don't know about other states, but I guess it's also happening there in other states. Youth, it's so inconveniencing. You can pass on the road, and so some of them, that for the people that are there begging, they want to collect the things from you by force. Some of them have a choice. If they beg you, give them 200, 500, they say, what would I want to use this one for? Will this one reach me a plate of food in a canteen or in a bar? You understand me? So they are becoming serious nuisance. Most of them that are trading like mad people, I think they are not really too mad like that. They still understand what they are doing. On the other hand, they have mental challenge. Most of them are drugs. They have too much drugs.
That's possible.
Drive their healthy mental health.
Yeah, fine.
To the other side of this thing. And then the ones lying on the road, like the one you just said at Aji. There's one madman that used to stay at Aji Flyover, in Aji Flyover. The man, he drops a whole lot of things, like incisively. He will draw, he will spell things, he will map things out and all of that. And whenever I'm passing there, and I will say, like, is this really a mad person or something? Knowing what to do like this.
So why do the family members abandon him?
And for me, I just think most of them is the shame.
Shame. Okay, let's go on a break.
Stay with us. Nigeria Info. We'll be back.
Everyone says
Now, as you drive to your business place or to your school or to work or wherever it is you're going to, if you're listening to me and you are in your office or you are at the petrol station, right? Ask yourself this honest question. Why have we let a lot of people with mental health issues just walk around the city on their day? Just on their own, just doing whatever, defecating sometimes in front of us, sometimes even having coitus. There was one that happened at Choba Junction years ago. If you remember that, right? The man and the woman, obviously both unstable, were going at it. People now had to come and push them away. Everybody was like, "Why are you out?" And they disturb them. But obviously, we know that it's not proper to have that kind of thing done where children could be watching. And then, and as I did yesterday, I kept asking myself, if we could sense that, this is wrong, and we do something for them, what exactly led to their families abandoning them, their friends abandoning them? Forget the government. I know everybody, the government. No. Let's, for example, I'm not saying the government doesn't have a role to play in this, but these people have families. Bad as he bad. When you don't have money, those days in Lagos, they say, now on that bridge, Ojo like banana one they sleep. Or you go to, Waterside or something, it's not a site for the weak of stomach. Let me say that. But to have them just roam, sleep on bare floors, being treated less than human, it's a call for our consciences to be asked this morning. So why did these people I have met individuals whose uncles or aunties had a mental breakdown. And no, they were not politicians. They were not wealthy businessmen who had ties to, WHO funding. No, they were just everyday Nigerians, and they did not abandon their loved one. The person was kept at home. Sometimes they are in the, if we talk to you, but sometimes we know as they manage them. I think it's a bit more decent of that family to do that than for us to see. And look, we all don't know their stories. It would be unfair of me to say, this thing I'm describing is what has happened to everyone. Some of them may have lost their entire families. Some of them may not even know exactly where they are. It's very possible. Some of them could be kidnapped victims. Some of them could be victims of abuse. We don't know. But the truth is, largely, a good number of these people, one way or the other, have families, because when they get to be bundled, as we've seen in the past governments try to push them away after identification processes were done, their families come forth. So so your brother, why would I no come carry him? Why?
The views and opinions shared on this program do not represent the position of Nigeria Info FM. Nigeria Info, let's talk.
With Jude on 92.3 Nigeria Info.
017-923-0002, 0817923-0003, 0817923-0002, 0817923-0003. All right? At Nigeria Info PH is where you find us on Facebook and on X. At Nigeria Info PH is where you'll find us on Facebook and on X. The WhatsApp and Telegram number is 0809-030-6416. We have an anonymous caller on the line. Let's get to hello. Good morning.
Am I on to Nigeria Info?
Yes, please. Good morning.
Okay, it's Jesse.
All right, welcome.
Okay. I'm on to...
Hello?
I'm on to Jude.
Yes, please. Go on. Yes, please. This is Jude.
Okay. So, Jude, good morning.
Good morning, please.
When I am good though, and I was listening to this program. This morning I was taking my son to school, and I ran into my classmate in primary school. I don't know what happened to him, but he's gone mad. Like he's mad. But you won't believe that this guy saw me and recognized me, ran to me and hugged me.
Whoa. This morning?
Called my name and my son's name. And I was like, Jesus. I was trying to remember. He said, me, now your friend in school. I don't want to call his name on air. He said, me, your friend in school. And I said, like, Jesus, what happened to you? Everybody stood. I was looking at us amazed. Like,
wait, this happened this morning?
My son was looking at him. My son was holding a sweet, a lollipop sweet. So my son gave the sweet to him.
Wow.
Do you know, the moment I stopped talking to this guy and I left, I was almost stopped down to the feet with the people around me. Hey, where could they talk to a mad person? I go allow your picking here, person. Hey, this way, what make evil spirit from and enter your picking? I was like, Jesus Christ, that guy is human. First, before whatever you guys think is human.
Wow.
So why treat him that way? So I had to call the people. Before I called you, I had to call some persons that I know can help. So we see how to get him out of that place and see how to get him in good shape. Because it's not funny. That guy helped me in school. That guy taught me how to speak English.
What?
Taught me how to write mathematics. To write very well in school then. So I don't know what happened to him. So I just pray we get him out of that place because right now I can't even enter a car back to the house. I've been walking down on the road just to clear my head.
Oh dear. So
people shouldn't treat them that way. These people are human, purely human.
Oh dear.
Sometimes when I see them, I wish I had the power or I could help them. I swear to God, because some of them, you see them going through pain, excruciating pain from like an injury or I don't know, but I don't know, Jude. Good morning.
Good morning.
Daddy.
Good morning. Wow. What an experience to have. On the day we're having a conversation, he had to have this experience. Ooh, I feel, okay. I think I just had some chills run down my spine. WhatsApp, someone says, the families don't know what to do with them, Jude. You can't find institutions to handle the cases or are emotionally drained. They better leave it to what fates have for them. Yeah. That's an honest reply. I have to say no name there. That's an honest reply. The families don't know what to do. They are bereft of information. They are bereft of support. So what do they do? What can they do? Victor is on the line from Rumukrishi. Victor, good morning to you. Good morning.
He gave us a contract that they arrest all the mad people. Because if you look at it very close, you'll find out that most of them are from the state. You know that they deport somebody from all the way from Benue as a madman. They came here, they bring him out from the bus, and he remained there. That's how we start. They bring somebody all the way from Akwa Ibom. Once he arrived here, they drop it. He become a madman. So some of I can even tell you most of them first are not even really.
Okay, so this mentally challenged people, right? Whether or not they are from the state, the question is, why bring them down to River State, and why did their families abandon them? That's the real question.
That is how they do. Some people, okay, if you are somebody that mad in River State, then you don't want to face that trauma. You seem to cross River State. That's how they do it.
I see.
I don't know if you understand it. You don't want people, your brother mad, take him back. Go Calabar.
Okay, all right. Daniel is on the line from Imoge. Daniel, good morning to you, please.
Good morning, my brother Jude.
Good morning.
And what we are discussing, yes, some of them, their relatives don't know. They may think they are maybe travel to the next city, and they think they are doing well there, but they don't know that is the state they are now. That is what some of them, their relatives don't know. Some of them, the society in which we find ourselves is that's William Onyabo. He says, when things are good, people will come around you. When things are bad, that person will take you. You are on your own. That is it. But is it? We have a government that's supposed to take care of these people. Take them to psychiatric centers. It's not too much for our government to handle. It doesn't matter like they're getting them from one state to the other, like the other caller said. This is the duty of the government. Get them. And another one is this drug addicts. I am not saying all of them that have mental disorders due to drugs, but they are increasing because of STD. They are not doing what they are supposed to do. The police that is supposed to be now that even though some of the security agencies testing drugs. I am telling you, if you can consider this drug addict, the price and the number of
mentally challenged,
use drastically, even to half. Yes, let them do the needful and let government take care of them. That is the thing. So I think that's my contribution to this matter. Some of them, their parents don't know. Their relatives don't know. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you very much, Daniel from Imo Gate. Good morning to you, Jude. This is on WhatsApp. Your question is, why are mentally challenged persons, their people, don't take care of them? Well, maybe perhaps they are not buoyant enough to take adequate care of them. For those ones spiritually tormented, to understand that to be very abstract for them, Ipalibo Harry with that comment. Oh, so a lot of people believe that mental health is a spiritual problem. But even if it's a spiritual problem, I once again, I ask this question. So does flogging them remove the demon or the tormention or the torments rather that they are going through? There are stories of people who have locked their brothers, their cousins in the garage for years. The person pulls, eats everything there. Once in a while, they just come bring a bucket of water and pour on the ground to flush everything away. But they leave the person in that state. Why? He's mentally deranged. It's not stable. Okay, fine. But did you do the minimals? The minimum, rather. Take the person to a hospital. Let them tell us whether it's bipolar disorder. Let them tell us if it's schizophrenia. Let them tell us if it's multiple personality disorder. Let us tell us if it's depression. Let us tell us if the person has just taken leave of his or her senses because of one pressure. Let them tell us. Do just the minimum. The bare minimum. Once again, like Daniel from Imo Gate says, yes, the government ought to be able to take care of them. But is it the same government that's failed to fix your roads, that when they fix 1 kilometer of roads, they'll call for a party and they'll bring all the big television stations to come through? Is it the same government that will make a flyover and then import governors and chairmen from other countries to come and, quote unquote, see a new road that they've built? Is it the same government that has not been able to give a certain level of healthcare for all Nigeria? Is it the same government you're talking about? Umo Krushi has a caller for us, and that's Victor again. Good morning to you, Victor.
Okay, good.
Yes, please.
What I wanted to say now, okay, I still want to point my finger on government. Now, look at something now. Now, government want to do prison discongestion, I think. Now, when they do prison discongestion, you will see that we will have a lot of mad people.
Hmm.
And most of these people are the people that they transfer from one state to another through prison. You know, they do prison transfer. So some of these people that they transfer down to this place, they don't know it, they don't even remember their place again. I have a lot of them here under the bridge. I let them junction here. Let them do the prison discongestion. You will see that we have a lot of North people here. Some of them, they will just cross road at night. Motor will just hit them.
No.
They will be disfigured. You will not even like what you see. So I will still point my finger on government.
Thank you very much. Zion's on the line from GRA. Zion, good morning to you, please.
The onus lies on the government because we have the social contract to remove the authorities and the power of the individuals to carry out most of the responsibility they should. To do that by right, you having a generator at home, you should be paying to the government for affluent discharge. Do you know that?
Interesting.
See, sir, to tell you how backward we are in this part of the world, police is recruiting 150,000 personnel. Have you heard that kind of thing like that? Jude, haven't you heard it?
Well, we've seen the advertorials.
150,000 they want to recruit. Are you not aware? That alone should tell you that you are not even educated enough to have a society. How much more building infrastructure to take care of the mind, body, and soul? I think I give it up to Dennis Dennis, who always brings this as a greeting point to us. To check our body, our mind, and our soul. No infrastructure. Most of these people, we gauge them, then they mad, they're nowhere. It's just a little disorder. Some just a little snap. And all they need is just rest, medication, and they will be well. But what do we do? We will shame them, or we take them to the demonic which you call prayer house. We will flog hell out of them.
I don't understand why flogging seems to be the solution, though.
To tell you who we are. Sir, I want to put it to your notice that in 2024, America as a whole only but recruited 2,500 police. The whole of America, all the whole county joined together, 2,500. But here in Nigeria, we are recruiting 150,000. Close your eyes and imagine 150,000.
Mr. Sai, that figure may not be representing the full story, because there's a history of continuous recruitment in the US. And don't forget,
to tell you that it's a criminal arrangement.
And don't forget, Mr. Zion, and to anybody who's listening, it's on record that Nigeria is under police. We don't have the number of police that can help monitor and effectively manage this country.
See, Jude, if you like, have every household, let there be a policeman. The crime, that is when the crime will increase the more. Understand this. The reason they have little to be recruited is because the people are educated. The government protect the interest of the people. But here, they are less educated and their interests are not even protected. That is why when you come to healthcare, just imagine, Kaba Road, from Eleme Junction to my one park. Tell me one government hospital you will see there. Tell me one. And tell me one point you can call. You are the artillery. You are being attacked and you made a call. They attack me. Who will you even call? We'll come and rescue you there. Tell me where. Brother, until we fix our mindset as a people, until we remove this criminal setup, gang up against our own self, this crap mentality, Moku go steal Mr. Zion, Moku collect his phone, Moku go do their compound, their plantain on my shore. That one when they talk about except we remove this demonic mindset, we can never get it right. The bloated contracts everywhere, abandoned contracts everywhere. Where did it take the money to? Sir, do you know that just one government policy can build health center or health infrastructure in Rivers State here and we shut down the whole private hospitals? Do you know that just one tertiary institution in this country, just one, will shut down all these private and just imagine. We are wasting away by the day, and it's so pathetic. Go to the prisons. A lot of people who are there are innocent. They were just walking, nowhere to go, homeless, and they picked them and arrested them. Some of them, even false allegations were placed on them. They arrested one politician's son that was a cultist, and the politician put a call. They had to change the person. They went to the street and picked this homeless person that was walking from Rumumasi to Rumumasi.
I heard that story. That happened some years ago, if I'm not mistaken. I heard that story.
Just imagine and go to the prisons there.
Okay.
If we can so congest our prison with our youth, imagine how the street will look like.
Zion, thank you very much. WhatsApp. Now let's wrap up by reading some of your comments on WhatsApp. Okay, all right. Flogging them is a very wrong way of handling them. I go against that, Palabo Harry. Well, some people believe it. Good morning, Mr. Jude. Benedict here. Okay, let me address this. Ernest Nwoju says, family members even abandon those who are not mentally challenged. Talk less of those who are mentally challenged. That's another problem. Is it primarily finances? Maybe that's it. Jude, please, for this, I don't want to hear government name on this matter. First of all, even the foreign countries, I mean the Westerners, we do people suffer psychosis on the streets. Anybody who has someone who suffers psychosis should take care of them, Joe Blaze says. Jude, the Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs should also help us. Well, we are where we are. Joe says it's because people don't care. That's why they just abandon their own family members. Now juju, a spiritual attack. So even if it's once again, to all of you who believe that mental health issues, particularly those who are roaming the streets, because some of you actually have mental health problems, you don't even realize it. You are snapping, you are a narcissist, you like to lie, nothing truthful comes out from your mouth, you join heads together. It's a mental disorder, but we haven't diagnosed you yet. Why don't we take them, since it's spiritual, to the churches, to the mosques, to the afars, to the babalawos?
Nigeria Info.